Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to reading for the week of July 15th. This week you start with the setbacks card. It says taking one step forward to make two steps back. You also have the shift card. It says taking your career in a totally different direction. So that could be why. You could be making career changes because you're trying to get ahead or you're hoping to get ahead in some way. And, that could be why. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that you've had a lot of readings that kind of talk about making career changes or work changes in the recent past. So it wouldn't really surprise me if you were kind of like making a career change. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm using a different deck, and this one has the Five of Wands twice in it, and I forgot to take it out. But we're gonna roll with it, Aquarius. It probably happened for a reason. So. Again, I feel like there's some sort of change that you're hoping to make, but you're kind of like conflicted about it as well. You know what the really funny thing that I'm getting here is as well, Aquarius, is that if you are like working with a group of people or, if you have a career that involves other people, it's kind of like, I get the feeling that the Five of Wands twice, you also have the Three of Cups as well showing up. I feel like everybody feels the same way. So I don't know if that helps you make your choice or your decision, especially if you're thinking about making a shift or making a change. It's kind of like, let's say you work together in a group of people. What's popping into my head is that like everybody in the group is thinking about, making a change, or it's like maybe everybody, it might not be everybody, but maybe a bunch of people that you work with are thinking about needing to leave or, needing to shift in some way. So, like, I feel like saying it's not just you and, like, other people are feeling it. And so, again, that might be a little bit of confirmation for you. The Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? And a lot of people at this time have been getting stuff like this, like is the juice worth the squeeze, or like justice, or the Six of Pentacles. I really feel we're in a time where the universe, even in the astrology, is asking us to be as efficient as possible. So if you have a job or career or you work on something that is like wasting your time, then it's just going to be a waste of time. And I feel the universe really wants us to be a little bit more like picky about what we work on and what we don't. You have the Queen of Swords. I'm going to show you here. She's looking over to the Five of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, but we also have the Three of Cups here. These both represent teamwork or working together with other people. I feel that the Five of Wands is saying that, currently maybe the people you work with or where you're working is kind of a disappointment, but I feel like there could still be something better coming in for you where where there is teamwork, but things actually work. It's kind of like weird. I'm wondering, because right now, every once in a while I read, and I feel like I'm reading for like one person, and this is only making sense to like one of you, right? But it's like, I get this feeling of, someone out there, and this might make sense to one of you, where it's like you leave one job and it's like maybe you go somewhere else, but like with other people that you work with right now. So it's like, I don't know if this is some sort of like that type of shift where it's like you all leave and get a job at the same place somewhere else, or again, if you're working on like a personal project, a business, it's like maybe you leave what you're doing right now, but then start something with the people, some of the people that you're working with somewhere else. I don't know. It's super weird, but there you go. You have the Five of Wands. Five Wands is like conflict and competition. You have a Five Wands twice because I forgot to take this out of this deck, but what I would say here is that, I feel like you are conflicted about what to do. And again, part of this might be you thinking about what the other people you work with are wondering. For others, I feel you could just be kind of dealing with some sort of inner conflict with the Five of Cups, showing up in your reading. And again, we'll look into that right now. I need to clarify to see what this inner conflict is or what's going on here. With the Seven of Pentacles, can't make this up here, Aquarius. You have the Three of Pentacles right there. So, working together with other people, Seven of Pentacles is the change. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me. And you have the Three of Pentacles again in the future. How crazy is it that I said you could be like taking some of the people you work with and working with them somewhere else? That is literally what the cards are saying right here. So clearly that's for someone. For others, again, I feel like this is just saying, if you have a job or you are working somewhere, like, are the people that you work with, are they pulling their weight? Are they getting in the way? Are they helping in any way? And, it seems to me like this is encouraging you to, look into the future. We have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth, and the Seven of Pentacles is a card of growth as well. It says, like, if in your current situation there is no growth and you need to go somewhere where you can actually get results, I feel a lot of you could be kind of looking, for something to work on, like a project or a new job or a new business. That's where this change is coming in. And, I feel like this is something, it seems to me like this is kind of like a little bit of a stepping stone reading. So, regardless of your situation, if you're in a situation where it's one step forward, two steps back, it looks to me like whatever that is, it could be a relationship for some of you as well. That could be a stepping stone to the next thing. And, again, it looks to me like at the end of the reading, you're finding success. You have the Eight of Wands. So I wouldn't really worry about it. I just think that you're thinking about, making a change. With the Five of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands. So just like we said, Eight of Wands is quick success and a quick conclusion. And so again, some of you could be kind of like ending something that isn't right? Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Minotaur card. It says conflict, can't make that up, puzzle solving and solar energy. You have a seahorse. It says composure, serenity, and fatherhood. So again, if there is conflict in some area of your life, I feel like this is saying, maintain your composure, keep a cool, level head, and you will be fine. You have a bunch of these fives here, or I should say 2 5s showing up so far. And 5s in the tarot have very easy solutions. They're very easy to overcome, so I wouldn't even worry about it. You have the Five of Wands, conflict, the Five of Cups, and the Chariot. The Chariot was kind of like the second clue for me in this reading that you're moving forward from something that brings conflict into your life. And again, I want to stress that I don't think tarot should all be like drama. And so this doesn't have to be a big conflict. It's like, the conflict could be that you're just working on a project or a business that just isn't working. And maybe it's not really causing like big problems in your life, but I feel that also there could be something else you could be working on that could be working better. And so, that is a conflict, right? And I feel like you've learned a lot. The Five Wands, these people are fighting with sticks. They're not fighting with swords. And so I feel for a lot of you, you've been learning, because this is a card of learning. They are learning how to fight. But you've learned a lot, and now I feel it's time to kind of like turn around and see something else. He has these 2 cups behind him with this bridge and this castle. The Five of Cups can represent like regrets or sadness, but the Five of Cups is really a card of being grateful for what you do have. The other interesting thing is that if he turns around, there are 2 3s. It's like he has 3 cups here or 3 pentacles here. So I feel like there could be a much better kind of like collaborative effort that is coming in for a lot of you. It's kind of weird reading, but there you go. You have the Chariot. The Chariot is leaving something behind right here. So he is setting, the whole point of the Chariot is to set yourself apart. He's leaving that city behind him so that he can, kind of like go sow his wild oats so that he can be unique or so that he can do what he wants to do. And we also go up again to the Eight of Wands. Both of these cards represent momentum. They both represent things happening very quickly. So it's like the second you make a change, is the second that things start to really progress more quickly for you. It's almost like you're just in a situation that's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And the second you leave that situation, whether it's a job or otherwise, I think for most of you, it looks like work to me. Once you leave that situation or go get something else, things will speed up. With the Five of Wands, you have the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like I get a lot of stuff here. Number one, I feel like you've been thinking about whatever this is for a long time. So you probably have been thinking about, leaving or going and looking for something else for a while. I also feel this could be talking about the hidden feelings of other people because, like I said, I got this message at the beginning of your reading that was saying that everybody feels the same way or, everybody is thinking the same thing, So if you're worried that you're going to hurt people's feelings or anything like that, again, I feel like if you have a job or if this is a project you're working on or whatever, it's like everybody's mindset is kind of in the same place, but they're just not saying it. Hermit is kind of being in hermit mode and keeping things inside. With the Five of Cups, you have the Two of Wands. Yeah, definitely something better for you in the future. Two of Wands is about leaving a comfort zone. He has the whole world in his hands. So it kind of says that you have the whole world in your hands, but you just need to get out into the world to experience that. The Two of Wands also could be you looking at a situation and thinking that all situations are the same. But, the Two of Wands, he thinks that he can only experience everything that he's experienced up until this point. But he needs to realize, again, he has the whole world in his hands. He's looking out here. He's not looking at the world that he has in his hands. So he just has to go have new experiences and realize that things can be different. With the Chariot, you have the Knight of Wands. You have a billion repeating cards here. You have the Knight of Wands twice, Eight of Wands twice, Three of Wands twice, the Five of Wands twice by accident. So you have a ton of repeating cards. Repeating cards in the tarot are kind of just confirmation for your path. They're just confirmation for what you are doing at this time. The Knight of Wands asks you, I think it's asking you to be more spontaneous, to open up to spontaneous opportunity and kind of random happenstance or whatever you want to call it. In your next row for messages from your future self, you have the Soulmates card. You also have the Serendipity card, which is like saying, random spontaneous opportunity. So I feel like there could be some random spontaneous opportunities that are coming in for you. And I would jump on to those opportunities, especially if they are involving work or anything like that. I have something popping into my head about you like signing a contract or, signing some paperwork for work. So, but again, I feel like that could be something new. So maybe you're getting a new opportunity or you're working on a new project and you're having to sign something. If you had to do that, I feel this is very good for you. The soulmates thing, again, there could be love, not really a love reading, but again, if you want love, there clearly could be a soulmate coming in for you as well. We'll see what comes up. You have the Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. 333. I didn't even see that. So 333 could be a number that you're seeing a lot. The Three of Cups is a celebration and happiness. It's also a card of teamwork as well. So whatever you are heading towards, I feel that not only is there more progress, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Eight of Wands twice, these are all cards of making progress. And the Chariot even is kind of making swift progress towards whatever you're working towards. But I feel like there could be more of a harvest coming in for you. It keeps popping into my head that, what if this message is for you, which I'm probably reading for one person, like I said, I think you need to look at your work or, what you're working on and see if you're actually getting a result. Like, are you actually getting something from it, or is it just a waste of time? And, I feel like you need to be honest with yourself about that because, I think it will help you big time. But Three of Cups is like celebration, and I kind of feel you're finding new people to work with because of the shift thing. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Although, again, if you're going from one project to another, you could be bringing, some of the people that you've been working with you, but you're just kind of doing something new. The Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you can do to work together with people on a team would be a really good idea. Three of Pentacles is also about recognition for the work that you do. And so I'm wondering if you're not getting the recognition that you deserve for the work that you do in whatever it is that you work on. And the Three of Pentacles could say that you're going somewhere or you're making a change so that you can be recognized for the work that you do. The other thing I would say is with the Knight of Wands here to the Three of Pentacles, if you want more recognition, if you're hoping to get a new job or a raise or a promotion, the Knight of Wands would say there might be like other ways or spontaneous ways to change up your work so that you can get recognition. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth. Again, I would definitely encourage you to get out into the world, have new experiences. I feel like that's where all the expansion is going to come from. We have Jupiter in Gemini, and you being an air sign, that is going to benefit you big time. So I think even though you're not a Gemini, doesn't matter. I think it's an amazing time for you to get attention. Also, Pluto moving into your sign at the end of the year is also going to be good. With the Three of Cups, you have the Star. There you go. See, this is what it is, Aquarius. I think that you're taking a back seat. This is your card. You have the Star is in the Lantern on the Hermit card, and so he's kind of holding himself back. And maybe you are meant to be the Star. Maybe you are the one that is meant to get the attention, but you're not. It's like, so I'm wondering if this is saying, it's time for you to take the lead on something. And so maybe you don't even have to leave your job, right? Maybe you just need to step up into a leadership position. Maybe you just need to take the lead of a project or a business that you're working on, or just in your personal life in general. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Again, if you do want love, this could be a new person who is communicating with you. It looks like communication to me. Eight of Wands twice. Page of Pentacles is a card of communication. Again, not really a love reading, but if you want it, it's here. The Page of Pentacles is also a card of learning. So like I said earlier, I think the Five of Wands is also talking about education or learning as much as you can about whatever it is that you are working on. With the Three of Wands, you have the Emperor here. Again, if you want love, you could be attracting an Emperor type person. Although, like I just said, I think that it's time for you to, it's time for you to be the Star. It's time for you to take action, time for you to take the lead, and time for you to, step up to the plate is what I'm going to say. And I feel if you do that, then things will move forward very quickly. It's like it's almost like that shift card is saying that there needs to be a change. Maybe things have been the same for too long, or you're getting bored of a situation, or something just isn't cutting the mustard here, Aquarius. And so I feel like this is more about you being the star, you kind of stepping up to the plate. Like I said, I think that will be very helpful. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this lion spirit. It says, be generous of spirit, also take the lead. You have this giraffe spirit. It says, see the big picture. Yeah, it's like, don't be, I feel like, part of me feels that there is a little cloudiness. Like I said, it's like you're wondering what other people are thinking about, whatever you're doing, or the people that you work with. You're wondering what they're thinking, but they're probably thinking the same thing. Sometimes I also feel like what clouds our judgment is the people that we work with, which definitely seems to be a theme in this reading. So it's like if you have a job that isn't great, but you love the people you work with, that can make it hard to want to leave, right? Because it's like you don't want to leave those people behind. And I kind of feel that here, where it's like there could be a little bit of energy of needing to see, it's like, yeah, the people are great, but really they can still be in your life, and but the situation isn't working. And so it's time to kind of like make a change. And that's what I feel like this is talking about. You have the Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Magician. The Eight of Wands is a card of quick success and quick conclusions. So I feel for a lot of you, you are kind of charging towards success with the Eight of Wands. I also feel there could be good news. Page of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands could be good news. And, this could be approval. So if you've been waiting to get a job or a career, or if you've been waiting to get something in work, this could be, approval, or you could be getting hired, especially for those of you making a change. The Eight of Wands is a quick conclusion. So again, you could be concluding something and starting something right up. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of spontaneous energy. Like I said, I think that you being a fixed sign, embracing that flexible, spontaneous energy would be a really good idea. You have the Serendipity card. That card is like my favorite card in this deck. She is kind of being lifted up by this 4-leaf clover. So there could be a lot of luck in spontaneous opportunity, those random opportunities that kind of pop up out of nowhere. That could be where all your luck is going to come from. You show up again as the Magician. So I'm going to pull the card he's pointed to in just a minute, but the Magician is about you manifesting reality. It's also a card of reinvention. Like I always say, he's got this snake wrapped around his waist, which represents reinvention. And so a lot of you could be changing, or you are changing, and because you're changing, it's like old situations don't fit for you any longer. I'm going to pull this card. He's pointing to this bottom card. It says Rescuer. It says someone in your life may need help getting back on track. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Just don't give up. Yes. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, all about teamwork, all about working together with other people. You have a lot of cards of communication as well, which could represent speaking up so that you can get out of whatever the situation is. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, big opportunity. And, this could be coming from another person. The Page of Pentacles, he kind of only has one pentacle that he's holding on to. So this could be like a work opportunity, a business opportunity, something with a lot of growth. I definitely feel, again, there's love here, but I really feel like this reading is talking about financial change right here. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like pre-Empress energy. It's a card of financial growth. It's a card of gratitude and being grateful for the money that you have. It's also a card of your environment. And I think that you are kind of like leaving an environment where there is no flexibility. That's the other thing that's popping into my head, by the way. It's like if you're working in a group of people in work or business or whatever, and there's no like people aren't willing to be flexible, I feel like that could be a clue for you that there's something else that's better, that's more abundant with the Nine of Pentacles, but you're going to have to go find it. With the Magician and the Rescuer card, you have the Lovers. Definitely could be love coming in for you. Like I said, not really a love reading. I also feel this is talking, but again, there is love here. And you have the Soulmates card. I feel like the Lovers is talking about a choice that you have to make. The Lovers traditionally was a card of being at a crossroads. I feel like you already know what the choice is. With that Hermit, I really just get the feeling that this is something that you've been thinking about doing for a long time. So, I think the choice is clear for you. Plain and simple. Let's see. You have this egotism card. There could be a lot of ego as well involved in a situation, so that could be another clue that it's like time to leave something. You have this submission card. This card is like the Eight of Swords. There's this bird that is in this cage, but the cage door is open. So I feel it's time, like you are not stuck. You could easily set yourself free. You have this enthusiasm card. I feel like if you've been in an energy of not being enthusiastic for a long time, it makes it very hard to get the energy to make the change. Again, I think that the danger with situations like this is that you're lacking enthusiasm, and then it's hard to get motivated to go do something else, right? But I feel like you need to move towards your enthusiasm. The Knight of Wands literally moves towards his enthusiasm. You have this drama card. Maybe you're afraid of creating drama, or whatever, but, wouldn't worry about it. I would just do it anyway, even if you do. You have this lost card, Saturn and Pisces. We have Saturn and Pisces right now, and so you could be fearing some sort of loss, or like you're losing something as well if you make a change. But really, I feel like this whole entire reading is saying you're about to be the star with that star card. You're about to step into your real energy. So there you go. Thank you for being here. If you watch this to the end, because it was a weird reading, but thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.